We'll still have Honorable Samson Osaige in our Abuja studios looking at the executive-legislative relationship for the year 2016 and his expectation for the year 2017. We also have Spencer Aniwelu. He joins us via Skype from the United Kingdom. But let's wrap this up with you, Honorable Osaige. We're trying to look at what understanding the people, that's the constituents, can make of their representatives at the National Assembly. Take us through all of those so that people can better understand what exactly they should be getting in 2017. We were talking about the constituency allowance, and you did say you were going to explain pretty much better for us.
Well, thank you again, Suleiman, and I'm happy to have this opportunity for the uptake time to explain to Nigerians what constitutes a constituency project as against a constituency allowance. By the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission recommendations, each member of the National Assembly is supposed to earn a constituency allowance of about 30% of his or her total emoluments for the purpose of running his constituency office. More often than not, this sum of money is less than 150, 180, between 150 and 180,000 naira on a monthly basis for the purposes of running his constituency office, which is supposed to be a liaison office where you have officers that will help the lawmaker to execute the functions of his office. Now, coming to constituency project, it's a different kettle of tea entirely. Before budget is presented, the estimate is presented by Mr. President. There is usually what you call zonal intervention funds that are agreeable to between the executive and the legislature. In fact, between the budget office, the Minister of Finance, and the legislature. And these are meant to be used to execute projects in the uttermost parts of the nation, in the various constituencies, so that the dividends of government actions and activities can percolate to the people at the grassroots. And then when it gets to the zone, each zone is to, by allocation and appropriation, allocate the fund on the basis of equality of states. And thereafter, when it comes to states, it is shared on the basis of equality of senatorial district and on the basis of equality of federal constituency.
I think
this is what is meant by constituency projects.
Absolutely. I think that's a good place for us to wrap this now, because I think we have so short a time for us to take a trip into the United Kingdom. Honorable Samson Osaige, many thanks for speaking with us, and we do hope to have you in the days to come on the program. Very quickly, let's go to London specifically to speak with Spencer Aniwelu. He's a policy analyst, Nigerian living abroad. Tell us your expectation. Many Nigerians have been speaking from across the world on what they expect of the government of the day. If you look at it politically speaking and even economically speaking, the expectations are so huge. For you and your other Nigerians in the United Kingdom, what is the talking point for everyone there? It would seem as if, well, we haven't been able to get his audio from that Skype report, I mean the Skype interview there. We hope that we can get back to Spencer on this and wrap this up on his thoughts on... No, I can hear you now, Spencer. Perhaps we should get back to you. If you can hear me, Spencer, quickly here. We're talking about expectations for the year 2017, and Nigerians living in diaspora have been speaking, and perhaps your thinking on expectations for the year is expedient at this time.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Sulaiman. From what we know, most of us in the United Kingdom, we're quite happy with the way the administration has been going so far. I mean, for myself in particular, I'm happy with the way the Yellow Tide went. there was enough petrol in Nigeria. There wasn't a lot of problems or, queues like we were used to in the past. And I mean, most people are thinking and hoping that the government will carry on with this drive. I mean, security-wise, we haven't been too happy this year with the Fulani herdsmen and what's been happening. And we're hoping that the government would come out and speak a bit more and, talk to the people and tell them what's happening. Reassure the people, give us something to look for, give Nigerians things to look forward to. I mean, the handouts that we're giving out are being given out to a lot of Nigerians. It is a bit of a relief to see that the campaign promises are being kept to and adhered to. So we do hope that they would move along with this vigor and carry on and intensify in areas such as the fight against Boko Haram, make sure they bring that to a total definite end. And, in terms of most of the policy drives that they promised Nigerians, we're hoping that they would make sure that they do fulfill most of the promises that made. I mean, there are a lot of Nigerians that are saying that with the way things are going, if they could move ahead with closing some of the court cases that they started with last year, making sure that they see them through to a logical conclusion and not just leaving them hanging and carrying on with the old ways of court cases lingering for years. I mean, if they can tidy up some of those things, I mean, a lot of Nigerians would be happy. I mean, in terms of investment coming into Nigeria, we hope that with the oil prices coming up a bit, I mean, we got a bit of good news the other day about the oil prices coming up. We hope that if things do turn around, Nigerians would start seeing some of the promises that they've been that they made during the election campaign.
And then one more thing here has to do with what news we're getting from South Africa. A Nigerian living in South Africa has just been killed by the police authorities, where he was choked to death. And many are still talking about how much of care and responsibility the Nigerian government should have for Nigerians living abroad. You have a word on that?
I mean, that's one area we do hope they would improve on. I mean, with the embassies over here, I mean, a lot of Nigerians are complaining about shoddy service and not having people listening to them when we go to complain about issues we have. I mean, in South Africa, it's been going on for years. We do hope that this year would see the administration stepping up and sending out people that could go and represent Nigeria. I mean, that's sad news to be hearing. A Nigerian being killed again. It's happened in Dubai, it's happened in so many places around the world, and even in Malaysia, a lot of Nigerians are being killed. So we do hope that this year would see the government taking an active, proactive approach in terms of our international relations and protecting our diasporans out there, all over the world, really.
Spencer Aniwulu, I'd like to thank you for speaking with us. We hope some other time we call upon you to tell us more about Nigerians living, especially in the United Kingdom. It's a wrap on politics today, and it's been a wonderful evening. We're hoping that all the conversation will continue on our Twitter handle, and if you have any issue and any other matter and expectation, we can take it up from there. Good evening.